stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay. Just let it go because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. Interesting. We have the Page of Swords. The Queen of Swords could be significant. Just the swords suit in general. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. There's really some sort of truth here that you need to face or allow yourself to see. So that way you have more control over your decisions, over your actions. I feel like there's something missing here from your inner foundation. And I feel like it has to do with courage, the courage to stand up for yourself or, just stepping into your courage in general. Let me think. I just feel like this is just a very obvious message about releasing something so you can have more control over your thoughts, and ultimately over how you feel and the kinds of decisions that you make. How you feel does play a pretty big role in your decisions, and that's why it's important that you feel things for what they are. You see what I did there? See things for what they are, feel things for what they are. You need to be giving yourself honest feedback. There needs to be an honest internal dialogue here. Your inner voice needs to become kinder, softer, and not as... I just feel like there's a really big tendency here to be so hard on yourself, and you need to not do that. I think this is definitely a reading about your self-talk and changing the way that you speak to yourself. The way that we look at ourselves has a lot of impact on the way that we look at the world. If we don't see ourselves for who we truly are, we don't see the world and our opportunities for what they are. I don't know why I felt called to say that. It can be frustrating when that happens, when I'm trying to say something and I just forget it. But it's just ADHD thing. One thought after the other. But yeah, you need to speak more clearly, but also more kindly to yourself. Change your internal dialogue. It definitely feels like a very big message coming from this card. And now I'm going to shuffle out a few cards from a deck big enough to shuffle from this box of cards that I have. I was leaving cards that I have already pulled from previous readings in the lid, and they all just fell on the floor. So just cleaning that up. I saw 432, trust that everything happens for a reason. The next card that we see, we're seeing it for a reason. Okay, so quite a bit just fell on the floor. Just give me a second. Okay, we're going to take this one. 4 of them fell on the floor, so especially at 4 minutes on the video, definitely the number 4 is significant for someone. 444, You could be seeing that in combination with 555, and if you are, that's about stabilizing your foundation, like becoming more stable emotionally and mentally, so you can become more stable financially or materially or something like that. But the card that we have is, you can't punish yourself for what you didn't know. 444. I didn't even look at this card. I had it flipped over the whole time. And 222. So it's very, very interesting to see this card, because I've been talking about how harsh and critical and judgmental you are to yourself, and then here comes a card talking to you about not punishing yourself. You can't punish yourself for being naive. And I also feel very strongly to say you can't punish yourself for being a kid. You can't punish yourself for being naive, for being ignorant, for not knowing better. You need to allow yourself to grow, to heal, to step into your true power and your true potential. I'm talking to someone who has a lot of potential for power, but you can't unlock that power until you start to be more honest with yourself, but definitely more kind. Maybe on some level you can be honest with yourself, and that's why you're so critical with yourself, but you need to balance out that honesty, that truth, with kindness, with compassion. Nobody's saying facing the truth is easy, because it's not. The world would be a much better place if it was. You have the power here for sure to help make the world a better place. There's some wisdom or for information that you can gain from your healing, from finding closure with something from childhood. And you can use that to protect children from facing the same challenges that you have in childhood, whatever those challenges were. For your next card, we have the number 13. Why are you doing what you're doing? What's the purpose? That's interesting, because your purpose is definitely significant here, even more interesting with the number 13 on this card. I'm going to get a drink of water real quick. I think you really need to connect with your why, with the reason why you are healing, why you're finding closure. If what used to motivate you doesn't motivate you anymore, you need to go deeper in terms of the meaning and the purpose behind your healing. And if you need to, ask for help from the universe and your spirit guides, like, help me really understand why I'm doing this. What's the purpose? Why am I healing? I feel this internal dialogue where, like, you're kind of arguing with the universe, like, why do you want me to heal? Because you feel frustrated, and the universe, it recognizes that you're frustrated and that you're angry, but it's really trying to teach you to use this frustration, this anger, this powerful fiery energy for your highest good rather than self-destruction, or for the highest good of all rather than taking advantage of people. I don't know, take whatever resonates. I'm not accusing you of anything. That's interesting. If you can hear it, you probably can, definitely. Just now, the little kitty was scratching against my door. I just saw a sign about twin flames. Wow. But the cat scratching at my door, I'm getting a little distracted. Okay, so she does that when she wants in here, but she can't be in here because she'll be more distracting then. So we just gotta let her scratch on the door. But that was a sign about someone or something trying to scratch its way back into your life. This could even be about, like why I saw the sign about twin flames. One second. There could be a twin flame or someone that you label as your twin flame that could be scratching their way back into your life. And regardless, you need to be, whether this person is actually your twin flame or not, you need to be focused on standing up for yourself, communicating honestly but kindly, like you do like you should be to yourself. And don't be afraid to say no to someone who tries to take advantage of you or just takes you for granted. Really, really step into your passion. Make sure when and if this person or this thing shows up in your life. I almost said throws up in your life. Yeah, this feels like someone or something that you feel repulsed by. Trust that repulsed feeling. Focus on that. Forgive but don't forget kind of thing. Hold this person or this thing accountable, whatever it is. But I think to help you keep moving forward, I just saw 111. You need to find deeper meaning in your healing, because there is deeper meaning. And like I said, if you need help seeing what that is, ask for it. If you need help mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, your spirit guides in the universe, they're always there for you to call on, to show you signs, to communicate with you. The universe really wants to work with you, not against you. And with the number 13, that's a clear sign. I actually saw the number 13 another time while recording these readings today. There's something very powerful about your purpose here, about your reason for being. I don't know. Good luck. You have the power to change your karma, to bring in the good luck rather than the bad. Me personally, I feel that, at least on some level, luck is an illusion. We create our own luck, actually from the movie Titanic. I always think of it from time to time for some reason. It's that scene where they're at the dinner table, and Kaladin, I think his name is, tells, what's his face? The main character dude, that, real men make their own luck. He was saying it too. What is his name? Jack. Oh my god. But yeah, there's really something here about creating your own luck. You have the power to turn the wheel yourself, which is interesting because before I had messages about not trying to force the wheel to turn. You have the power to move it yourself, but you also have to allow it to flow. You have to allow things to flow. A couple cards just flew on the floor. Actually, and I'm not going to take those because I don't feel called. Wow, this is interesting. We have the King of Pentacles in reversed. Greedy indulgence, sensuality, fulfilling senses, temptation, overspending, material values. So this is the King of Pentacles in distorted or shadow kind of energy. I feel like this does represent you. There was a reading that I uploaded recently where it was the 5 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles that came through. That may be significant for you. It's definitely significant for this reading, regardless. There's problems with money here, or stability and security. And those problems are rooted with emotional instability. Like, you're really being encouraged here to heal, to go through those spiritual awakenings, so that way you can, hold a job or better manage your money, whatever the goal is financially. You really need to connect with your thoughts, the way that you look at yourself, the way that you speak to yourself, and make sure that you are seeing yourself the way that you are and communicating to yourself honestly, but also kindly. You deserve kindness, you deserve grace, you deserve patience, you deserve for life to be easy. I feel like feels like you could be so used to always being on guard and tense. And the thought of relaxing is just could feel impossible or just very challenging. But it is possible for you to relax. I just think it's hard for you to do that because you overthink a lot. And, it's possible to overthink less. I don't know. Also, I want to say that there is a difference between overthinking and thinking things through. Make sure you're thinking through your decisions, but don't overthink them. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any as well. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really does mean a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.